everybody, and welcome back to Adventures Without Borders. Okay, this is just a single episode. It's not a series. I'm just on a really short motorcycle trip for 3 days. So where am I? Well, the title probably gave it away. I'm in Japan, and I'm just outside the city of Fukuoka, where about half an hour, 45 minutes ago, I rented this baby. This is a Honda 400X. More about that in a second. So I'm currently on an incredible road going through mountains. It's full of twisties. I wasn't expecting it at all. I just set a point on the map and wound up here in this beautiful mountainous setting. I'm on my way to Nagasaki today. I'm going to spend a night, 2 nights there actually, and then I'm heading back. That's the extent of my trip. This is my rental right here. This is a Honda 400X. It's dual purpose, kind of more of a touring bike, I guess. Super comfortable. It rides very much like my own Honda. I've got a Honda SCL 500. Controls are identical. The engine looks the same, although this is slightly smaller. It's a fun little bike that I picked up here with no hassle that I'm going to have for 3 days. Anyway, for now, I do need to get this show on the road. I've got some miles to cover today. However, it's not actually that far, but the problem is here in Japan, the speed limits are super low. For example, this road behind me here, speed limit is 30 in theory. Most people seem to be going about 45, 50. So I don't think I'll get much about 80 today, above 80 today, I should say. So it's going to take me a little longer than it would normally to get to where I'm going. So I'm going to hit the road and I'll check back in later. Stop of the day for lunch here, 7-Eleven. So 7-Eleven in Japan, they are amazing. They have an incredible selection of not only things like sandwiches, but ready-made single-serving meals, fruits, desserts. It's fantastic. You can warm everything up here, and so when you're on the go, they're everywhere. So I'm done day 1 of the motorcycle part of this Japan trip. Just to recap a little bit. I woke up this morning in Saga, Japan, and took probably about a 40-minute train ride into Fukuoka, where I picked up the rental bike, and that was really smooth. I ended up taking a taxi from the train station to the rental place, which was a bit too far to figure out transit or anything else. One thing is there's not really Uber in Japan. In some cities, the Uber seems to be linked in with the local taxi. That was the case in Kyoto. But I haven't really found that to be the case in the other places I've been so far. But grabbing a taxi, you know, first of all, the cool thing is the doors just, they've got an automatic opener on the door, so you don't have to even touch the door to get in. The drivers are driving with their white gloves. It's really like high-end service. So I just showed him the address on my phone, and he put it into his GPS, and it was all very, very simple. Everything's been pretty easy, you know. The language thing is probably the thing that intimidated me the most about coming here, just because Japan is so foreign to any other languages that I know or, you know, have a sense of. But enough people have a basic grasp of English, which is all to their credit, because I do not have a basic grasp of Japanese. And so, although sometimes a little bit awkward, communication is pretty easy at you know, pretty much anywhere you go. At the motorcycle shop, for example, the guy used his Google Translate app, and I did the same to respond, and you know, it takes a few extra minutes, but all in all, pretty easy with technology to get around the world. So I'm staying at the Appa Hotel, which turns out there's 3 of them in a very small area, so I went to the wrong one first. And I think it happens a lot because they pulled out a map right away and showed me where this one was. They're all kind of in a row down the main drag here. Once I got settled in the hotel, they directed me where to park. I'm parked in a mall parkade, which from everything I can tell is free for motorbikes. There's even a sign that says motorbikes sort of drive around the gate. So, and I watched other motorbikes do it, so I'm thinking it is free parking. So tomorrow I'm going to go to the Atomic Blast Memorial Site, and there's a museum as well. So that was the main reason for coming down here. So that was day one of riding in Japan. Super easy. Highly recommend it. Good night. We'll see you tomorrow. I'm here in the Nagasaki Peace Park, the exact spot above which at 11:02 a.m. on August 9th, 1945, the second atomic bomb that the US dropped on Japan detonated. At that time, the bomb killed or injured 150,000 people and flattened about a third of the city of Nagasaki. Nagasaki was actually the second target choice. It was the backup target for the dropping of the bomb. So the first city, the weather wasn't conducive to dropping the bomb, and then plane flew over Nagasaki, the bomber did, and initially there was cloud cover, and then they just got a quick opening in the clouds and dropped the bomb, and this is where it happened. There's a section of the park where you can see a cutout of the soil underneath, and it's full of melted glass and other materials for the buildings that stood here. There are witness accounts that the small creek that runs just over here was littered with bodies, and at what point those bodies jammed up under the bridge and created a dam of humans as other people desperately looked for water, of course not knowing that the water itself would kill them as well. It's an incredibly solemn place, as you can see. Lots of Japanese school kids are coming through, so learning about history. Good morning from Nagasaki. It's Saturday, it's 9:45 a.m. Last day with the motorcycle. So I'm riding back to Fukuoka today to return the bike, and then I'll have to take a train from there back to Saga. And yeah, it's been a lot of fun riding the bike here in Japan. The speeds are low, so if you're looking for, you know, high-speed thrills, this is probably not the place to come. But the scenery is beautiful. The traffic's very orderly. Today I'm actually going to take the expressway, which I didn't take last time. There are tolls involved. The speed limit's 100, so that's going to feel crazy for the speeds I've been riding at the last couple of days. So it should take me about 2 hours minus the stop and the time at the tolls to get back to Fukuoka. And I'm looking forward to see what the expressways are like.